If you clicked on this video, you're probably wondering which AI agent you should choose, Google Antigravity or Cursor. But this is the wrong question, at least for now, and I'll explain. Both tools are essentially VS Code forks powered by top-tier AI companies. Cursor has been battle-tested for over 2 years, packed with mature features and a stable workflow. Antigravity, on the other hand, brings some wild new capabilities you won't find anywhere else, like automatic browser resizing for responsiveness testing and the agents panel that lets you run multiple agents in parallel across different projects, or workspaces as they call it. And just like I've done in previous videos, I could give you a clean pros and cons breakdown. But this time, it doesn't actually matter, because of one key factor. Google Antigravity is still in public preview, and for now it's completely free. If you're like me, you probably hit Cursor's usage limits way sooner than you'd like. So over the past 2 weeks, I found myself doing this unplanned but surprisingly effective workflow. I work in Cursor until I max out, and then I simply switch over to Google Antigravity and continue exactly where I left off. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to configure Google Antigravity so it feels as close as possible to your Cursor setup, so you can seamlessly move between the two and enjoy the best of both worlds. And don't worry, you won't need to tweak anything manually. I'll give you a ready-to-use script that applies all the settings for you. But before we set everything up, let's quickly look at the settings we actually need to configure. When you open a new chat in Antigravity, click the 3 dots in the top right corner and choose Customizations. Right now, Antigravity lets you adjust 2 things: rules and workflows. Rules work the same way they do in Cursor. They're your persistent instructions, everything the model should always know before it touches your code. In my project, that includes the UI components I'm using, my NPM scripts, my coding style, and all the context the model needs, so it doesn't break anything. Workflows are basically the equivalent of Cursor's custom/commands. These are your reusable prompts, the prompts you save once and trigger whenever you need. For example, in Cursor, I have a command called fixIssue inside the .claude folder. Cursor lets you import custom/commands from Claude code, so I can just type /fixIssue, reference the GitHub issue I want to solve, and let the agent take over. It looks something like this. Great, we understood what we need to configure for Google Antigravity. Luckily, I wrote a prompt that will do it for you. And oh, if you appreciate me making this type of video, let me know by gently tapping that like button. Let's read our prompt. I want to convert Cursor rules and Cursor commands to this IDE. Fetch all the Cursor rules I have, including rules from Claude Code, and define them in this project. Use this for reference and link to the official documentation of Cursor rules. Make sure to get the right activation mode for each one. This option allows you to configure when the rule will be read, every time, only on specific file extensions, etc. Create general rules for this project by copying agent.md and claude.md files as well. These are the context files used by Cursor and Claude Code, so I want to load them as well. Let's execute it, and that's it. When you enter the customization again, you'll see our rules and commands. I created another prompt to convert Cursor commands. Drop a comment if you want me to share it. I'm a huge believer in Google Antigravity, especially because of this unique workflow only Antigravity can do. See you in the next video.